bet that a blue light patients do guard duty. Too literal?
Here?
We need to tell Balandros. Run, bastards! Damn vampires! Cowards! A lot of them! Look around. We need to find Tham's favorite. Torn, but no blood. Could be a good sign. Maybe. That's Tham's sword. I gave it to him so he could protect the tower. I knew Tham would get word to me. Don't like the way he ended it, but I know exactly where to find the best vintage. All right. It's obvious there was trouble here. Tham's tattered cloak, his bloodied sword, and the note he managed to leave for me. Clever of him to tell me where to find the surviving townsfolk without alerting the vampires. No, but it did mention his best vintage. A dark joke referring to my days as a vampire. And the place where old Decius slept it off? That's the bank vault. Damn Balandros. Why did he have to return to this town of all places? The chance that anyone's hearts besides our own are still beating in this town is next to impossible. I really want to deal with Balandros. The terror. But I suppose I owe it to Tham to go to where he pointed. Let's check the bank. The such depository is across from the tavern. Balandros always had ambitions. But to become the terror of the Weald? I saw all the signs, but didn't want to believe he was capable of such atrocities. Still, I left at the first opportunity. Our relationship started out well enough. A band of outlaws, trying to raise thievery to an art form. Whatever he did, Balandros wanted to be the best. Later, when banditry turned to blood, we hit a dry patch. That's when Balandros began to change. After we became vampires, we remained outlaws. We took blood from the recently dead and dying. We had honor. Only a few of us accepted the curse at first, but eventually Balandros convinced us there was more blood to be had than gold. He was wrong. I saw the darkness growing in Balandros, but it was Tham who convinced me to find a cure. He said I was better than what the rest of the gang was becoming. Now, my sword reminds me of myself in those darkest days. It's thirsty and craves blood. clerk kept a spare key in a box by her desk. We'll need that to open the vault. Told you there was a spare key. Now let's go down and open that vault.
Father, is that you?
Hush, Abel. You'll give us away.
I'll be damned. There are survivors. Use the key and open the vault.
Stay back. Wait. Morena, you're with those bloodsuckers?
I'm not with them. Not anymore. My friend will explain while I keep watch.
Morena looks different. But if you're not with the vampires, does it mean it's safe out there? And did you see my husband, Gravier? He hasn't returned from his last excursion. We hid in here. Some miners, Tham, the banker and his husband, their clerk. My Gravier's been leading them to safety, taking them out in small groups. He's the best scout in the territory. But now it's just me and my son. Gravier hasn't returned. Yes, he suggested we hide in here in the first place. He offered to stay with Abel and me while Gravier got the last group out of town, but my husband insisted Tham go with them. Now they're out there somewhere. With the vampires. I'm just the town alchemist. I'm no expert on vampires. But Balandros and his crew, they came here for a purpose. I heard one vampire say something about raising an army. You seem like you can handle yourself. Can you look for my husband, Gravier? My alchemist shop is close by. Feel free to make use of anything in there. I don't know of any potions that harm vampires, but much of my stock is explosive, when mixed correctly. And if you find Gravier, please send him back to us. Not exactly, but I have all sorts of tinctures, reagents, and solvents. Many of them can be combined to create poisons and unstable compounds that could explode given the right circumstances. You'll want to go with something simple. I'd suggest grabbing some alchemical oil and a few combustion canisters. They won't make a perfect weapon, but if you can mix them, set them, ignite them, and run, they do make a rather large boom.
We'll kill Balandros and put an end to this. You have my word. And we'll find your husband. Let's go. Let's find Gravier and Tham. Stay alert. Just one clue from here will point us in the right direction. There! Tracks! Definitely fresh. And they head southwest. That pack. Check it out while I keep watch. Mining gear. Discarded to lose weight, I guess. Looks like they started veering west here. What's that on the ground ahead? Clothing. Must have been torn in a struggle. Careful. I think we're close. Someone took out these blood fiends. And look, what's that paper? Damn Gravir and his cowardly eyes. We need to talk. That's Belandris' handwriting, all right. Looks like he made a deal with Gravir to sacrifice the rest of the townsfolk to the terror of the Weald. If Gravir's still alive, I can make him talk. Gravir's been working with these bastards. He must know where Belandris is hiding, and he can tell me what happened to Tham. After that, I'll show him the same mercy he gave the townsfolk. The stables are nearby, right on the edge of town. If Gravir's there, I'll make him talk. Belandris always wanted more gold, then more blood. Now he's calling himself the Terror. Sounds like he wants power now. Come to think of it, the stories of the Great Host always fascinated him. Maybe they put a very bad idea into his head.
Let's ride.
Hey, I don't remember a jungle to the south the last time we were here. How did I miss it?
Marina! Stranger, cut me free! She's one of those monsters! Why are you helping Marina? She's one of them! And Belandris, the terror of the Weald. He told me he returned to such because of her. This is all her fault! You know about that? I had no choice. It was turn on the townsfolk or lose my family. But you're helping Marina. She's one of them. She'll turn on you the moment you're no longer useful, just like Belandris did to me. Doesn't matter. This is still her fault. The Terror came to such looking for her. When he couldn't find her, he set his gang loose and started stockpiling weapons around town. If I didn't make a deal, my family would be dead now, or worse. Why do you think Belandris is calling himself the Terror of the Weald now? He's trying to build a vampire army, and he's using the people of such to swell his ranks. Look, whatever you may think of me, you can't leave me here to die! You can't! The vampires took Tham and the other townsfolk into the mines. I'm certain that's where Belandris has his headquarters. Or do vampires call it a lair? But you can't go down there! They'll tear you apart! Please, let me go! My family needs me!
Friend, we need to talk about this. I knew Belandris was angry when I left the gang. But to destroy a town and raise an army... He's really trying to live up to his new name. The Terror of the Weald. We killed Belandris just like I planned. He broke our pact and started consuming innocent people. We robbed gold to pay blood servants to sustain us. We were thieves first, vampires second. Or so I thought. The curse was just a means to an end. Not quite yet. Stopping the Terror won't be as simple as just killing Belandris. We need to destroy his weapon stockpiles and shatter his army. Maybe something in the alchemist shop can help with that. But first, we need to deal with this worm.
Please, you can't just leave me here.
Shut up, Gravier. Run back to your wife before I decide to tell her we were too late.
Maybe it's the water.
Rosalind mentioned explosives. Look for alchemical oil and combustion canisters. Careful. One spark and you'll be engulfed in alchemical fire. With that oil and the combustion canisters, we're all set. Let's find those weapon stockpiles.
Stay alert. The Terror expects company and wants us to be ready.
Those crates. That has to be one of the weapon stockpiles. Place the components and I'll do the rest.
I don't remember a jungle to the south the last time we were here. How did I miss it?
Place the components and I'll add...
Just stand there.
That takes care of the weapon stockpiles. Now let's head into the mine. Belandris must be keeping the blood fiends in dens. Just follow the sound of their wails, and you'll use their remaining explosives.
The Terror will make you pay for destroying our weapons, Marina!
That's not all I plan to destroy, you bastards! Hear that? Blood fiends beyond that door. Place a combustion canister and step back. Den taken care of. There's probably one more. Let's go find it.
Give him a fight.
Belandris doesn't need you anymore, Marina. You've been replaced.
Tham the barkeep will be a much better vampire than you ever were.
The bastards turned Tham. Hurry! I hear more blood fiends. Place the combustion canister and stand clear. Stand clear! that takes care of the blood fiend dens. But were those vampires lying about Tham? Damn it. I never wanted anyone to get hurt when I decided to leave the gang and throw off my curse. Come on. Let's find Belandris' lair and finish this. Belandris was formidable when I ran with him. Now that he calls himself the Terror, I'm not sure what to expect. He'll be with his lieutenants, maybe a few blood fiends. And Tham, curse their eyes. Just remember, if I get turned again, kill me.
That's it.
You're part of my army now, barkeep. Get used to
He's got Tham! Let's finish the bastard! What have you become? Friend? Attack! The terror is
And
here,
stay down.
Belandris!
Marina, what's happening to me, Mayor?
It will be all right, Tham. You'll be all right. Check on Tham, friend. I need a moment.
I feel cold. My skin, it's pale. Please, tell me this isn't happening. Tell me I'm not becoming one of them. Yes, you're right. You and Mare saved my life. Saved what's left of such. Well, if Marina could survive being a vampire, then I can as well. Thank you for helping her. Tell Mare. Tell her I'm all right.
It's done. The terror of the Weald is no longer a threat. I hope whatever remains of the gang has sense enough to scatter. I tried to do right by such, getting rid of my curse. Now the place is a ghost town, and I have no idea what to do next. Tham. Right. I need to be here for him, the way he was for me. Help him, whether he decides to remain a vampire or seek the cure. It's the least I can do. Remember, I don't like owing favors. So take this. I want you to have it. For all your help. I'm at a loss, friend. I was so focused on stopping Belandris and saving Tham, I never gave a thought as to what comes next. I guess I need to figure it out. I told you I hate owing favors, but I can't help feeling that suddenly I owe a whole lot. I owe Tham, probably more than I can ever repay. And the people of Such, It's because of me that the town was overrun by Belandris and his gang of vampires. I need to try to help them all recover, to find a way to carry on with their lives. I think so. At least, for a while. Tham needs to learn how to deal with the curse. Then I need to help him figure out whether to try to live with it, or seek a cure. As for the town, that's a harder problem to solve. Once a place gets a bad reputation, it's hard to shake it. And the vampires killed a lot of people, did a lot of damage. Well, I suppose I can help deal with any of the terrorist gang that are still prowling around. That's something, right?
I need to figure out what to do next. Do I learn to live with the curse or find a way to cure it like Mare did? And what about the town? Do we abandon such or try to rebuild? Too many questions and not enough answers. At least Marina's back. I have no idea. I'm not even sure why I seem to be a full vampire, while the rest of the townsfolk were turned into blood fiends. I guess that's just another thing I need to talk to Marina about. She's got more experience with this than I do. Another good question to which I have no answer. I love this town. But with most of the people gone, can such even survive? I suppose one of the first things I need to do is check on my tavern. See how much of my livelihood remains intact.
Something on your mind?
You sure picked a poor time to visit. Hold a moment, Traveler. I'm afraid the town isn't safe. As the Baroness of Left Weald, I must insist you find shelter with the evacuated civilians. I won't risk anyone else getting hurt under my watch. The recollection have flooded the streets with horrid creatures, though I haven't a clue as to how they entered the city. My focus thus far has been on evacuating as many townsfolk as I can. You look like the capable sort. Might I enlist your help? A bit of brawn and a sharp blade would go a long way to saving those still trapped by rubble, as well as stopping the 4 recollection rituals my guards spotted. Help put a stop to this, and I promise to make it worth your while. Thank you for the aid, Traveler. Return to me when you've stopped their rituals and freed who you can. The sooner we save everyone and put a stop to the recollection, the better. I just wish I had done more to prevent this. Magical relics make for a lucrative import as long as inspections and magical protections aren't in the way. The merchant lords pressured me to waive these precautions, and for what? So a few trade masters could fill their coffers? I'm certain of it. Those relics are being used to channel their rituals. When I became Baroness, I promised to put the people of Left Weald first. I thought with the gold we could expand. Now they've paid the price for my poor judgment. I don't deserve your kindness. Please, save those I couldn't. The weight on my heart will be so much more bearable when this is over. If I may make one last request, show them no mercy. For a time, it was a modest trading post connecting Skingrad merchants with Hammerfell. Now, we broker trade with the Gold Coast and Northern Dominion territories. Every transaction has helped Left Weald grow into the trading center of Colovia. As the trading post grew, the need for more stability rose. Eventually, Left Weald became a proper town, and with that came the need for a baroness who tends to its citizens' needs while balancing the demands of the merchant lords. More often than not, lower taxes. As I said, every transaction is meant to benefit Left Weald's citizens, but lately they've wanted more freedom in what they can bring in for trade. If I'd stood my ground, maybe none of this would have happened. Magical relics make for a lucrative import as long as inspection...
Thanks, stranger. I can help him get to safety.
Face the swarm, intruder.
else might be headed our way. Should keep you on your toes a while. Count it is. You good? Of course you are. Damn. I'm glad. Let's go.
Please put out the flames. Hurry!
You're not prepared for a fight with us.
Thank you. We can find our way from here.
Umbolwe, tend their wounds. Giovanni, keep an eye on that horizon. Gods help me if we're taken by surprise here. You've returned. I'm already getting reports of the tide of beasts waning, and we're tending to the townsfolk you helped. Thank you. Now tell me, what of the recollection? Were you able to stop their rituals? Oh, that's a relief. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders, Traveler. Left Weald may just see another sunrise thanks to your efforts. For now, I'll focus on tending to the injured, but with the rituals dealt with and reinforcements on the way, we'll soon gain the upper hand. It will be a while before we're trading again, but that can wait. I have my people to focus on. Certainly. I made a promise to these people. Left Weald provides opportunities for all those within its walls. I won't let a band of cultists get in the way of progress. I hope you can see all that we have to offer one day. If you hadn't arrived when you did, the skies would be much darker. Left Weald and myself owe you a great debt, Traveler. A debt that this reward only begins to pay. Left Weald is a long way from returning to its former trading glory, but we'll get there. We may look defeated, but I know these people. This is our home. Once our wounds have healed, we'll strike back with a vengeance. The injured will be moved somewhere safer once reinforcements arrive. Then we'll retake the hold. Once we're certain Left Weald is safe, we'll work on repairs. You'd be surprised how many survivors are ready to start reconstruction. I'll admit that I was quite shaken by these events. I spent more time questioning my policies and mandates than actually putting in the work. You showed me that actions are more inspiring than words. A lesson I won't soon forget.
feel free to browse.
There's an urgent task for you.
Over here, friend. We should talk.